So today we're going to be working on a new line of Fakemon, and my foot hurts for some reason. And I need to put some music in the background, so please hold. This one. Okay, I was trying to avoid you hearing the ad, basically. Oh, it kind of hurts. Sorry. Okay, so I'm moving things around to ensure that I can work today. Also, I'm quite sleepy because okay, it's a little gross. But I'm gonna say it anyways because it's my channel and I talk about my disease however the fuck I want to. Okay, I dropped blood today and my sugar levels were like down through the toilet too. So I had to emergency binge eat a little bit. It's not like binge eating, but I had to snack many times. And now I feel sleepy again because I have slept like shit today. Why? Because I had an appointment on in the morning. I had to go to the hospital for some things. I'm fine. It's not something that medically like I needed to go for some medication. Like it's a routine visit. I had to do a routine visit, but it was on in the morning, and I am very anxious. And when I have an alarm, I guess we'll wake every 15 freaking minutes on the clock. I'm not joking. I have the alarm at 11 a.m. I will wake up at 8 a.m. 8:30, 9, 9:45, 10, 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, 10:50. And that's not sleeping. I have my second tea of the day, although it's a rooibos, so it's not gonna have some, some power. You know what I mean? It doesn't have some caffeine or anything. Today I'm gonna be working on a new Fakemon. To me, I have the concept, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to execute it. But let's go for it. I'm gonna start, of course, with my black, super black. Okay, sorry, I was getting a lot of, I was getting bombarded, and I was like, did something go wrong? And someone is telling me, no, just many people decided to talk to me at the same time. And I was just checking, and like, no, Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I can continue. Sorry about that. I'm drinking mojito tea. It's not like actually mojito. It's not alcoholic. It just has a peppermint and some citrics, especially lemon. Let's go for it. I'm gonna draw something like that. Oh, this is not what I wanted, but it's fine. I'm gonna open some other document just to have a reference of the size that I do want personally. So I think it's going to be around the size of actually, let's get this one. This one is probably the best size reference. It's gonna be a little shorter than this. But that's gonna be a size reference. It's not gonna affect anything today. Okay. Let's start drawing. I think I'm gonna start drawing with the face. And I'm gonna... where's my phone? Because I want to put the reference on my phone. No, but actually, where's my phone? Did I lose it? No, it's here. Guys, I found it. Guys, I found it. It was in my satchel. Don't worry about it. Okay. Perfect. I have it in front of me. Let's start with the face. I'm gonna... make a very rough shape. So, I kind of want this arm to feel like it's going forward. But this, I want it to go in like a flowy kind of way. You know what I mean? I think I may be doing it a little bit too big, but that's why it's a rough shape. I'm gonna be being super rough. And then from that, I'm gonna be like refining size and adjusting and then cleaning up and doing the palette. With the palette, I have an issue, and it's that I don't have a palette. I have tried many and I'm not satisfied with any. So it's like, okay, we are gonna raw dog it, okay? We're gonna try and see if it works, and if it doesn't work, we try again. It's chill. This tastes so fresh, actually. No. I kinda don't want to make the other arm go like this, so I'm gonna make the other arm go like this. This is gonna be cleaned up, obviously. It's not gonna be like that. Kinda don't love it. kind of don't love it. And I'm gonna try to correct this, and I'm gonna try to make this pose a little bit more dramatic. Like it? I prefer this, but it needs adjustments. And this is gonna need a lot of adjustments. The tail is not what I need it to be, personally. I'm gonna plop the reference again. Did you know that I do have at any given time on my browser, on my internet browser, I do have always a folder. I downloaded an app, not an app, but a plugin to let you make folders in your tabs, and I always have like my next project's references there. It's very useful. Then I collapse it when I'm not working on art, and perfect. And when I'm finished working with something, I close it. I close the folder. This personally is not even providing much. Okay, that's good, but I need this to be a little bit more dramatic in size. Not in size. Sorry, in position. I want it to be a little bit more in your face, the pose, you know what I mean? Because so far the pose worked, but in my opinion, it was giving a little bit stiff. You know what I mean? So I kind of don't want it to feel stiff. This line is annoying me right now. Yeah, that works better. I think this is not working. It's stiff. I think it works as idle, but I personally would prefer it to be a little bit more on the dramatic side. This also is not working too well for me, but one problem at a time, guys. That works beautifully. That works beautifully, actually. Now I'm gonna clean a little bit of this. Actually, I can try to make it something like this. And this arm can be a little moved towards this direction. I think that's gonna look cute. Yeah, I think this is even a good size because this is taller even. I think this is it. I think it's cute. I'm gonna open something else to totally confirm that we are in the good path. This is not the folder I was looking for. Thank you. I'm gonna compare it to possible. In size. So this would be, I'm gonna put the normal. 1137, and this is, it's the same size as possible. Basically the same size as possible. Slightly wider. But I'm gonna take into account that this is not finished. There's something that goes here that I'm not drawing yet. So I'm gonna go with that. I think it's working. I'm gonna clip some clean some shapes and add a little bit of detailing because I kind of feel like it's important. Okay, if I use my hand like this. Fun fact, for things like hands and things like that, I tend to use my own as reference. And by that, what I mean is I move my hand, like physically. I start moving my hand and my arm and seeing how the heck my body connects. And sometimes I do that even though I want to break it intentionally to see how is it broken. I'm trying to be very intentional with the way I break the body shapes. I'm still drinking my tea. That's why if you see that I'm taking a break from throwing, it's usually tea. Delicious. Too big. I feel like this is too big compared to this one. But I prefer it being big, so I'm gonna make this one bigger instead. A little bit too big. Too straight. No, that was not a pun. It was not a pun, but yeah. This pixel is annoying me. Because this seems like a section for anti-aliasing, if I work with that, but I don't. Do you see the vision now? I think the vision is not visioning right here exactly. I don't feel it. I feel that better. Did I make it exactly the same size again? Maybe. Do I regret anything? No, because it's always about wanting to improve it and to try out and check, and if it doesn't work, it's chill. I'm gonna make the shape a little bit more flowy down here. Maybe this foot is a little bit too big. I'm gonna try to make it slightly smaller, but in a canty way. And by that, I mean making things very exaggerated. I love working with a slight exaggeration, honestly. So, something I want to explain here. You can see this section, it's a perfect straight line. I kind of want it to be a little bit more flowy. So what am I gonna do? Instead of following the quote-unquote correct way of making a line, I'm gonna break it. And I'm gonna exaggerate the shapes a lot. So that way, this is not straight. I could technically do this, and it also works, but if I want to exaggerate a little bit more, I can go for this. I think it looks better without this exaggeration here, but with the exaggeration up here. I think that adds a little bit of flow. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. Groceries, groceries. Where am I? Let me appear. I appeared. I could hear the scream. I could hear the aesthetic scream. It's very aesthetic. Sorry about that. It was like they called. And by they I mean my parents. My parents called like. Oh my god! Congratulations on the VIP. I have to adjust that because it was a little bit to the right. So I'm gonna adjust it to be a little bit to the left. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do it just live. Let's do this. Not this. Overlay. Position from left. Let's make it this position could be good. I tried it, but with the predetermined settings, like predetermined avatar that I was trying to, it looked okay. But now with the circle, it's not. You are! Although, I would like for my diamond to be green. That's why I made my diamond, like the diamond drawing green. Because I want green in my life, okay? Paint? I have to take care of this. It's very convoluted. I think it is. I think it's so good, actually. Although that makes this arm not it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you slay something and you realize that something is not slaying. So let's reevaluate. Disgusting. Better. But I'm gonna need you to go a little bit below. Hence, I'm gonna make this short. And change the proportions here. I'm changing all proportions here because I personally feel like I can. Okay. The art police is not going to come for me. I hope. Please, art police, don't come for me. I'm trying my best, okay? I'm trying to be a cool kid here. I'm never trying to be a cool kid. Ooh, that shape kinda is. But that means that shape is not. I think this is a yes. I think I like that. I'm gonna refine the shape a little bit because the shape of the tail, because it's not good. I will check what's needed there later. So far, I think it's a good place to leave that. Let's refine the jaw. The shape is a little bit basic though. Kinda like it, kinda don't. You know what I mean? It's kinda giving, but kinda not giving at the same time. Let me look at my references. Honestly, I could change stuff here. Because this is going like... let me put a color. Like, mine is going with this flow. Whilst the original creature goes with some sort of this flow. You know what I mean? That looks better, I think. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. And this is the small. This is the one that should be easier. I'm gonna have a panic attack later. Ew. It's not good. Something made it the tea not good. I don't know what exactly, but the tea is not teen right now. It's mediocre. Oh my god, I love those. They look so funny. Don't like the position, like the idea though. I will adjust later. Anyways, let's work on parts of the face at least. I want to have some sort of an extreme eye look. And I'm doing it in the worst possible perspective to do that? Yes. Why? Don't worry about it. That looks kinda okay. If I put the other there, I need to shift this a little. I think that looks okay, actually. This would need a little bit of a correction factor here. Honestly, that kinda eats. That kinda serves. The shapes are shaping. I will fully realize that later. Right now, I'm gonna do something that I never do, and it's working in layers. And why do I never work in layers? Because I'm stupid, I should. But I'm gonna work in layers here. Let's make a white. It's gonna be very stark, and I'm gonna make a circle. Don't worry, I'm gonna distort it. I'm not gonna take the circle like as a circle. I'm gonna distort it later, but I want the drama of a circle right now. What? I literally was pressing the button. This circle looks cute. Of course, we're gonna distort it to make it not look like a circle at all. Yeah, I think that looks kinda cute. Now, I need to take another reference. It's gonna be fine, don't worry about it. Really? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I will probably not want the white. I'm just putting white as a first measure because I'm not gonna want the white, okay? But I'm gonna start picking up colors. I'm gonna start with a lime green, but in a pastel kind of way, okay? And I'm gonna start drawing some shapes. That looks okay. Now I'm gonna shift the hue towards a coral. Do I feel these two shades work together? Kind of? Kinda don't? But that's exactly why I wanted them together. You know what I mean? So far, I think I like this. I'm gonna even reduce this. I don't need to see what's below right now. I'm gonna try to make it darker. And by darker, I mean sensibly darker. So I'm gonna saturate it. And I'm gonna start shifting the hue. I want to shift the hue away from the yellow. No, this is too dark, actually. What the heck? And I'm gonna do the same here. I'm gonna put it at a 75. You're also gonna be a 75 probably. And I'm gonna shift it towards red. Looks weird. Let's put some sort of super pastel yellow. Especially in areas of intersection. This is gonna bite me in the butt. Yes. This is gonna be brutal when I make animation. And I don't mean it in a good way. Am I over rendering? Yes. Do I care? Not particularly. It's fine. I'm gonna saturate this shade and I'm gonna shift it a little bit here because I kind of want to make this in between shade. You know what I mean? So that way we have a little bit of whimsy. Am I super happy with how this turned out? No. Will I keep it? Yes. So I'm gonna use this shade for this because I think it's gonna work beautifully. And we also have a light shade for like shine. Always repurpose your shades if you can. That's my advice to you. Let me shift this a little bit in position. Yep. Yep, I think that looks cute, actually. Now my biggest issue. The color of the body. Obviously, I don't want to make it neither lime nor coral because I don't think it's going to work for us. So I'm gonna go in a direction. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna experiment with a violet. This is like a dusky purple-ish kind of color. I'm gonna do this to just paint that and then see how it works together. I think it works together. I'm not sure if I'm happy with this level of saturation. I'm gonna try a little bit more saturated. I don't want it to be super, super gray. And now I'm gonna similar colors. I don't know if I'm feeling it, guys. I don't know if I'm feeling it. It kind of looks what's the thing I'm looking for? I think term. It looks too nocturnal, so to speak. Like, it looks like the night, and I don't know if I want it to feel like the night. I'm gonna try to hue shift it towards something warmer. This is starting to look more like the vision. I think I like this. I'm gonna try to saturate it a little bit. Giving. Slightly lighter. Halfway through. Giving. My main complaint now is that the claws are especially noticeable. But do I want the claws to be especially noticeable? I think they are a focal point of the design, so I think it could be good. Like for them to be that noticeable. I'm also gonna start doing something here and see if it works for me. I'm gonna be painting eyes. Love it. Guys, I think I love it. I think it's super coming together. The moment I have to do this in Gen 2 style, I'm going to fucking scream because I don't know if you understand. But this is not going well. Hmm. I don't know if I need another shade. For the center of the eye. I don't think I want it in red. Because of this, it kinda looks too angry. We could try with the green, actually. I think it works. I think it kinda works. Yeah, I think this is basically the balance I want to strike. This is gonna need a pass, personally, I think. Yeah, I think that's basically what it needs. The issue is that I don't really have many other element designs. This is kind of what I wanted it to be. I focused too much on having this bubble here that I kind of ignored other elements. I'm gonna try to change a little bit the pause position. I think it's gonna look better. I think it has a little bit more of flair and intention. You know what I mean? Like, this can be considered exactly because I'm gonna shift that. But this would mean that this needs to be 1 pixel higher. Hence, this is not looking like this, but like this. Yeah, I think that's looking a little bit more intentional, more original. I don't know. It's just my gut feeling. My issue here is that I don't have a plan. Okay. This was my whole plan. And I think it's fine as a plan, but it kind of lacks. You know what I mean? I'm thinking in colors right now, and with the black there are 8 shades in the bubble right now. Okay, 8 shades in the bubble. Then I'm gonna need one more. 9 shades plus the black. That's 10. The body is gonna take like 5 probably. So we're in 15. I cannot add more shades. I was thinking maybe making some sort of magenta, and obviously not like this, but more like this, and make something like this. But I cannot make it without compromising the shades. Unless I'm willing to forego the coral and make it a little bit more magenta. Which could be another possibility. I'm not fully discarding it, but I'm not super convinced of it. I totally feel like one thing that I do a lot in my Fakemon designs is go for realistic-ish colors with some accents of a strong shade. Like I tend to go for browns, neutrals, and then boom, have a yellow, boom, have a purple, boom, have a green. So I'm trying to get a little bit out of my comfort zone and getting here a little bit less neutrals. I think the tail is lacking a lot. So I have the pang. It's giving exactly the pang I wanted to give, but it's not exaggerated enough. But I don't want to exaggerate it enough to the point of caricature. Oh, it's a very convoluted balance. Let me check my references to see if we can do something. No, this reference is for something completely different. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I think this is a little bit too big though, but... Maybe, but that means that this is improper. Ooh, I'm starting to see my vision. I'm overcomplicating it again. I'm gonna put this here because I fear like the dot there is not going to help with visual clarity, personally. Yeah, I think this works. I'm gonna try to replicate this in the tail. That, I think it's gonna look super cute. I'm gonna delete this layer because this layer was nothing. Literally, it was something just to have in the canvas to make me able to open other canvases. The thing is, I don't see more uses to... You know what I'm gonna do first? I'm gonna delete the outlines. I'm gonna delete the outlines of the tail. I think I want to make it a little bit more round. This part is not fully what I want it to be. I think it's because of this. Closer. Closer. I think this kinda looks more okay. Anyways, I'm gonna create a new layer and then I'm gonna merge everything together. It's gonna make sense, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna start pushing a little bit the outlines. And to do so, I'm gonna do this first, a little bit. And then push these. Incorrect order, but it's fine. I think this amalgamation of things is making it look like it's not a solid outline, personally. Do I like that? Yes, actually. Okay, I think that's noisy enough. With all of those perceptions of noise, I think I can basically reject the need to have so many things around the body. Personally, I think I can play with negative space, basically, is what I'm saying. But I do think that the chest needs something. Also, I don't know if I love it. I think it's a little bit too loud. Not loud, especially, but yeah. I wanted a little bit more fleshed with the tail, personally. Yeah, something like that. I can see that. I'm gonna merge. No, that's export. I wanted to merge. Merge. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to finish the second one in time today. Especially if I stop like this. But I need these stops because they're important for me to assess the situation. Hi, what's up? What's this? I'm working on a Fakemon. It's a dreamy anteater right now. I don't think this is clear enough. I like the concept, but I think the clarity is lacking here now. I need to finish these sections. And of course start working on the shading of the main body. Which is fine. I can do that, that's quick. Well, it's not quick, but I can do it. It's more vibes. Honestly, the word vibes is so ruined lately that I feel bad using it, but take it away from my cold dead hands. You know what I mean? Also, I think I'm gonna remove this pixel. It's not giving me the shape I want. That's not giving me the shape I want. I'm not working on any kind of ROM hack. I'm just practicing, having fun. I don't have any kind of big project or anything like that. Oh no, not the eraser. No, this shade. What the heck? No. Okay, I know what happened. This shifted somehow. Okay. Why did you shift again? It's so weird. I don't understand somehow how this program works. And now you did that again. I don't know what changed, but something changed again in the configuration. Oh my gosh. It's a nice program until it starts to get annoying. I think I'm gonna shorten a little bit this. Like this, and I'm gonna put this a bit over here. I think I'm gonna shorten that too. Yeah, that looks maybe better. The issue is that this shouldn't be like here. This should be like more around there. But how do I do that? Because this is a little too harsh. Obviously, I'm gonna use inner shading, of course. But that's a little bit too harsh. I truly don't know why the heck the color picker changes that from time to time. It's so weird. I'm using Pixelorama. It's open source and free, so that's why I use it. Thanks. Yeah, I didn't want to bother with the compiling it myself. Honestly, I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I didn't want to bother with the compiling myself. So this works great for me for my animations and such. So. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's kind of my motto here. I don't know if I should make this a little bit thinner. I'm thinking about something. It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna try anyways. Why? Because I don't have any explanation for that. Yeah, that sounds convenient, but it's not something that pulls me into the compiling it and actually bothering. That's not something that makes me actually bother. Again, I'm lazy. I don't have the disposable income to get into buying it, so I also didn't want to pirate it, so too noisy. That's absolutely noisy, and I don't want that noise being on me, so I'm experimenting with trying to see if I can make it look like it's dissolving, but I don't think I like it. I'm just trying out things that I think could look okay. And if it doesn't work, I just take it out. Easy as that. This shape is not convincing me. The shape of this is not convincing me. I think it's a little bit skewed. I feel like it's skewed, so I'm gonna try to fix it. It's gonna be rough for for a moment. Hmm. I think that shape works better. I would have to clean lines, but it's fine. Cleaning lines is not a bother to me. I think that looks better, but I'm not sure of the position of this foot actually. No, it's not acid. It's bubbles of dreams, but I don't know how to make them bubblier. I'm trying to make it look bubbly, but it's something that I have to work on. I think this bubble looks okay, but the rest looks foggy. I don't mind it being foggy. I think this shape is atrocious. You need correction. You need a factor of correction there. Yeah, that factor of correction looks okay. I like it being busy. It's basically the point. That's basically the point here. I want it to be contrasty. I want it to be very weird looking. It's the point of this experiment. I tend to work with less saturated palettes. I tend to work more quote unquote normal. So that's why I wanted this to be a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I think this line with this coral look okay. But maybe this looks too low. I will look at that later. I should shade the body. Oh my gosh. I should literally start shading the body. What the heck am I doing? I always do something like that. I always do something like I'm trying to delay a step, and instead of that, I start shifting and changing and doing everything in my power to not do that. Is that good? No. It's how I work. Yes, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I work very weirdly. Hmm. Let me look at that references. Hmm. doesn't look like what I want. What do you mean about horses? I think I understand what's going on here. I think I understand the mistake. Let me attempt making a color here. Make this darker and okay, it shifts towards here. Not that much. I don't need that much shifting. Come on. Don't do that to me. Bucket similar colors? No, bucket similar area. I will change the similar colors later. I think the issue is that I don't know how to work with that kind of transparency. So I'm gonna forego that kind of transparency. They exist. They are animals. What do you want me to say about them? Similar color. Ugh, disgusting. I don't have any strong opinions towards them nor against them, personally. They are horses. They do the horse thing, I guess. Why is that? Why do you ask that question? Also, I'm gonna merge this. I feel confident now. I can change things later. It's fine. I can change things later. It's not the final one. I had to remind myself of that a lot. Also, this is gonna be revamped because oh my god, what was I thinking? It's not what it needs to be. Oh yeah, I do know about that. I find it funny. I find funny that they make a horse fest. I don't know, it just feels weird. Unicorns? Interesting. These 2 pixels are not good here. The issue with this shape is that it's not swirling anywhere, so... It's basically looking bad because it's not a swirl towards anything. That looks okay. That looks okay. I think I like that. Yeah, that looks better. At least to my eyes. They are not very trained for this, but they are trained enough. It's fine. Now I have to fix this because what the fuck was I thinking? Is there any game you're eyeing? Because I personally don't feel like buying anything. I'm not buying anything as of right now. Personally, I don't want to bloat my backlog, basically. I don't want to spend too much money on filling up my backlog to just leave it there for months. Because that's what happens with me. You're like, oh my god, this game looks good. Doesn't play it for months. Oh my god, what happened? That's me. I'm gonna start doing this. I mean, if it's a game I have been eyeing for a while and that I know I want and it's cheap, I will get it. If it's a game I know I want to play quote unquote now, I will get it. But if not, I can wait. And it's not I can wait, it's more I should wait. Why do you need to know that? You kinda know what I play. Excuse me! It's not call out time, okay? It's still not call out time. I actually do. And it's not on my own volition. They gave away some horror games a long time ago for free, and I didn't intend to play them ever. Literally ever. I didn't stream back then, so... But I just take every game that's free. Even if I never install in it. Why do I do that? I don't know. I just do. Is it a problem? Do you want me? Do you want it to be a problem? Yeah, basically, if it's free, I'll grab it. Probably. Literally, why not? Literally, why not? I'm not losing anything. I can even reject them and kick them out of my library if I so desire later on. So I'm literally not losing anything. No, I don't have an account on Epic Games Store. Why? Because I just wasn't convinced enough personally. Maybe I should have? Probably yes. Did I? No. And it is what it is. And nowadays, I don't think I'm gonna be swayed into making an account on that service. I think it's okay. I just don't like the shape. I don't like the shape at all. At all. Oh my god, I'm gonna correct again. Ugh, why am I like this? Anyways. The thing that I don't like is that I think this is... It should be more like here. Well, this should be a little bit more to the side now. A little bit more like here. I can erase. That makes it a less interesting silhouette, but it flows better chromatically. It's weird to explain, but the silhouette got worse? Yet still it got better overall, so... I'm also gonna try to do something here. I'm gonna be very dramatic with this. I love using the word dramatic with art. I don't know why, but it's something that I do a lot. I tend to call everything dramatic. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit dramatic. Yes, it may be a possibility. I don't... I wouldn't discard that, but still. You know what's my issue right now? Green and red. If I make this red and this red, well, I would do it better. Where else do I place green? That's basically my conundrum right now. Oh, also, I have this shade, so... I basically can do that. You know what? I can leave that like that. Also, let me experiment with the possibility of not having green in the eyes. Red in the eyes, sorry, and leave them. Yes? Question mark? Yes. I think this is yes. Anyways, time to fucking do what I needed to do 7 years ago. Shading. Let's shade this bad boy. We're gonna start hue shifting towards a more cool violet. This is about the hue shift I personally prefer, around 4 to 6 in most cases. Why do I prefer that? I don't know. It just, my eye likes it better. If it's too dramatic, like around 10, I can start seeing things. When I want to do a very dramatic shift in something, I will probably go to a 10, 12. But in those sections, there are hue parameters in which I would not be able to do so because the shift is too much. So either I'm prepared to adapt to that and readjust everything, or it's not going to go. It's not happening. Gretch, fetch is not gonna happen. Stop trying to make it happen. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm doing a Mean Girls reference. I hope you're proud of me. It's fine, don't worry about it. Anyways, I did the hue shift and then I reduced the value around 15, it's fine. And I increase the saturation. Why do I increase the saturation? Because if not, it's washed out. And I don't like it. Why? Because I don't like it. That's the main reason. And now I'm going to haphazardly apply it to the areas that I think are gonna need it. Especially these areas in shadow, they are gonna need it. Trust. This would be the introduction to the oniric type. It's a silky anteater. And yes, the species is called silky anteater. Oh my god, I love what I did there. What the heck? It just turned out amazing. For some reason, because I didn't do anything there. I need to readjust this, personally. What do you mean? Stop it! I'm gonna stop. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe. I think this looks okay so far. I personally try to start with the shade, the first shade, and then go to the lights. Why? I cannot give you an answer. It's just my personal preference. I think this is too much, actually. Be conscious that you are gonna usually shade more than what you highlight. So highlights are more sparse than shadows. I don't love this. Too symmetrical. I can see it, but it would need a little bit more of dithering elsewhere, in my opinion, to make it work. Maybe around here? Ooh. A little bit of something around. It's a little bit of pillow shading. But I personally think that a little bit of pillow shading in Fakemon goes a long way. That's because of implied highlights. I like doing that for the implication of highlights. I think it works very well. Now let's go for a more shadow. Second shadow. It's... Oh, that's too much. What the heck? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Nice. Let's do this number because it's a funny one, okay? It's the same reason as why I'm letting this be the main shadow shade instead of the second shadow shade. And this is the first shade I can use as an outline. It's not like a full outline, but it's an outline shade. This, I don't think it's working. I think we're gonna go back to this. All that time spent trying to make that work for nothing. A little ridiculous, but it's fine. We are trying to make things work. It's how it works. This is bothering me. And I think I'm gonna have to work on a solution for this because I don't think that's the shade for that. But do I want to make another shade? And more importantly, do I have another shade? I think I do, but I would have to start counting shades. Anyways, let's get the shade and make it even darker. For this, the hue shift can be a little bit more dramatic, and I like to leave this in the realms of 15. It's particularly important to understand your outlines in comparison. So you're gonna have to leave black dots. If you don't leave black dots, it's 2 Gen 3, honey. No, it's not working for me. It ain't it, okay? But you need to kinda have it. You need to practice to understand what are you touching. And with this, what you're doing is giving a slightly less harsh outline. Oh my god, I only have 1 hour. Oh, I have been in this one 2 hours? Oh my god, I'm ashamed. And I have to leave the stream before midnight today. Anyways. Sometimes you just have to. You know? the moment I'm gonna animate this, I'm gonna cry. Dude, I'm gonna cry with this one. Anyways, how many shades do I have? I have 5 purples, the black, 3 greens, 3 reds, 3 yellows. I do have a shade, but do I want to use it? Or do I just go all in doing this? And I think the all in is working for me. Like, this is a good idea, but the shade is too light in contrast, so it's not the execution. But I think this is a good execution though. I'm gonna try to shift this towards this shade because I think it's gonna look a little bit more completed. And I think this is it. I think this is it. I think we have it. Am I super proud of it? No? I'm like 60% there. Let's put the name. I already had selected the name. And I'm gonna make the shiny palette. For the shiny, this is not a hard rule, I tend to prefer to only hue shift and do other things if I kinda want a different concept for the shiny, which is something that I usually add. For this one, I think I have something. So for this one, I'm gonna super desaturate it. And I'm gonna use similar colors. I'm gonna desaturate to an 8. And you're gonna be desaturated to 18, for example. I think that's gonna work. That works so far. For this, I'm gonna hue shift from. I start with the middle tone because the rest go like the direction you hue shift depends on that. So the 92, I think I'm gonna go for 173. I may need to desaturate this. So this is gonna go to a 169 because nice. And this final green is gonna go towards a 178 or something like that. 79, that's fine too. Cute. Now, this is going to go, I'm gonna start with the middle shade. This is going to go to a 320. This then is going to go to a 325. So you are a 315. 314 is good. I like it, but I feel it's a little bit too saturated. So I'm gonna mess with the saturation. I'm gonna reduce it to a 38. So you go to a 20. So you can go down to a 60. Even a 60. 60 can be cute. The same for you. You went to a 38, so you are gonna go to a 38 too. You are going to go to a 20. I don't need to change this shade that much. It's just for consistency. So you can go to a 60 again. And I think this is a little bit too yellow toned, so I'm gonna shift that. I don't like it to be in cream. So I'm gonna hue shift towards a purple. That looks how I want it to look. Now, the main body. I don't have a clue of what I'm doing here. I just thought this cotton candy trans flag kind of thing could look very cute. Like, from this palette that's a little bit more extreme to this refined palette. Honestly, I think this palette gives more dream though. Fuck, now what do I do? I can leave this as the shiny though. It's unorthodox, but we can play with this as the shiny. And this is the normal one. Of course I want to hue shift because I want a little bit more of contrast. So I think I'm gonna go for somewhere here, like from a 22 to 30. No, don't love it. Don't love it, hate it. Why? Because it's personally giving a little bit too much dark. What if I shift it to this teal? I need to see it through. I need to see it through, but I'm not super convinced right now, okay? I'm not super convinced. It's cute, don't get me wrong, it's cute. But I'm not sure. What do you think? Now the issue is, as always, what do I want with this? I think what I need is a little bit more of darkness. So I'm gonna reduce the... Maybe that's a little bit too much darkness. I'm gonna go for 8 points and work from there. This is a 60 then. And this should be a 34. This then is a 23. So this is a... I can be a little bit more liberal with this. This is an 8. Because if not, it's a little bit too much. Yeah, I think this is what it needs. A little bit more of this. But I'm thinking about hue shifting it a little bit more. I'm gonna hue shift it like 10 points towards the... Which is weird for me. I'm making the thing less green. Guys, be scared. I'm making something less green. Yeah, I think this is it. It also plays with the name a little bit more. So I like that. I like a little bit of playfulness. I worked backwards in this one, like completely backwards on many things. Okay, let's save this. It's not this file. You know it's not this file. This was something. And now the thing is, I don't know if we have the time to work on the evolution. And by I don't know if we have the time, I'm telling you, I'm sure we don't. We have time to start it, but we don't have time to actually finish it. Like, not in a million years, honey. No, I would need another hour to do so. So I'm thinking of starting it anyways. and then leaving it unfinished and work on it next week. Next Fakemon Friday. And maybe I will try to bring something else. This is the worst part of Fakemon Friday, personally. Is that I am pressed for time. Okay. I'm looking for references, by the way, right now. I'm gonna start working in a pure black. That's what we start with. Well, I. Ooh, you know, polish is starting to chip. Not bad. We did a manicure last Sunday, and now, right now, the first chip of nail polish popped, and it's a very minor one on a curl on the tip of one nail. So absolutely understandable. That's great, actually. I expected this layered mess to take shorter to start peeling away. Anyways, let's start with a very basic shape here. I'm going back and forth right now. Don't worry, this will make sense eventually. I think I need to make this shorter slightly. So I'm gonna reduce the legs. This leg is gonna need a readjustment. I'm gonna try to do something like that to basically start the readjustment now. Although, let me tell you, it's it's gonna take a while. This kind of animal always takes a while for me. Why? Because I'm bad at these sort of creatures. Quadrupedals? Not for me, honey. Why do I do them? Because getting out of the comfort zone, obviously. I cannot expect to make cutesy rounded mons forever, you know what I mean? Oh, I forgot to fully measure where to put this guy. So I'm gonna have to re-export if I do want it to be in the correct place. Why am I like this? No, that's possible. Dragon was a size reference, so bye. Of course, I am evil. But I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the Fakemon. I tend to make cutesy ones. Like, I think it's because my art style is so underdeveloped that I tend to do chibis, so to speak. Which is not a good look. It's not like it's bad. It's more like if I cannot do something else, I cannot be a complete Fakemon artist, so to speak. The legs are too chunky. But compared to Zomnor, I think the legs are fine. I don't understand. I don't know what to think about this. I know that when I'm doing art, I'm more muted. I don't know if you like that personally. So, chat, if you have 2 cents to drop here, please do so. This is kinda making me question Fakemon Friday, but not to fully cancel it, but to make some sort of more Fakemon things, but in the early morning. And I mean after my stream. So basically, I feel like I'm being boring. But it's because I'm trying to kind of focus on the task at hand. I'm very self-conscious about being boring on stream. Yeah, boring. But still, I feel like I shut up and don't even. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't even talk for most of the time. It's weird. So at that time, I feel like I should move this to an actual period of time where I cannot talk to maximize stream time. I'm stupid, okay? I'm trying to fucking min-max this shit. I don't like how short this is. No, speaking is good because you are meant to entertain, I think. I don't know. I don't know anything about streaming. And that's the issue here. Let me open other files to get a reference of the size. So I'm gonna open mock style and I'm gonna open not possible. I'm gonna open Myrtle and I'm also gonna open Tocapo. Tocapo, I think it's a good reference. Four, 9. Okay. You're not that big. 5. I could make you bigger. You could be bigger, actually. I could. The two question is, should I? Ooh, I'm normal again. Wow. I love being normal. I never said that. I'm never normal, you know that. What do you mean by that? I do not understand. I'm sorry, but I'm a little bit unable to understand right now. Now I understand. Yeah, normal people are scary, you know? it's it's a little bit scary. It's like, why? I know I'm very weird. Personally. No, it was not cancelled. Do you think I can cancel a stream? Think again, good. I would never do that. I would have to fucking perish to cancel a fucking stream. And sadly enough, I'm still alive. I know, bad news, but I'm still alive. You don't have that power. Should I make that? I don't know. I don't think it fits the vibe. I think it stopped on its own. It's fine. Sometimes I just bleed. It's totally normal. Well, it's not totally normal, but it's totally normal to me. You know what I mean? Oh my god, metal! But today we are not working with metal, we're working with oniric, because we are dreamy bitches, okay? We have done this guy. Well, this is shiny after this. It's fine! Don't worry about it, it's normal. People bleed. So this is the guy I made today. No, not this. This is literally furry bait. I could make it bigger. Should I make this one bigger? It's not a wolf. It's a raccoon. This is a raccoon that I made. I just opened it to get a reference of the size. Yep, a raccoon. It comes from here. I should organize this because it's starting to get ridiculous again. This is the first stage. And this is the second stage. So this is the baby. Then it evolves to this. And to this. my god, that's so quirky of you, but sadly, I'm gonna end stream in like half an hour. So it's not gonna be for too much, bestie. I have to go do something, bestie. I cannot even. You know my Friday streams are shorter. I don't know if I should make this bigger. Like size-wise, I can make it bigger. Am I comfortable? I'm not comfortable. That's lies. That's slander. I'm evil. I'm thinking about making it bigger, but I'm like torn because of reasons that I don't want to talk about right now. Fuck. It's on purpose. I didn't miscount. I didn't miscount. It has 6 legs. What do you mean we are twins? Are you calling me colorblind? Excuse me. I'm a sassy hoe. I know. You know that I'm a sassy hoe. Illiteracy. Are you calling me illiterate? Oh my gosh. Rude. I'm gonna be sad. See, I'm sad now. Now I'm sad. Oh, it's to yourself. I'm happy now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ugh! Now that I'm seeing this, I'm so pissed because I think I can do something else. But I shouldn't. 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 Okay. Let's see how this works. Let's make it bigger, ever so slightly. I know this is a non-elegant solution, but don't worry about it. It's fine, okay? Let's put this at like 600 and these two are 602. Oh, 420, that's funny. I'm gonna put this at 420 because it's funnier. Oops. And to move this around. And to move you around. Yeah, I think that's funny. The thing is, I think that this is a little bit too long. For real, bestie. Do you want to know something funny about it? These are not the eyes. These are not the eyes. The actual eyes are closed. These are the eyes. This stark line below what it seems to be the eyes are the actual eyes. It's a closed-eyed queen. Oh my god, I bamboozled you. It's all about illusion. Okay? And it walks around like it's like a sleepwalker. I tried to make the stance feel like a half sleepwalking, half zombie-like. I think it works. I don't think it's very clear, but I think it kind of works. I think actually I was working with this. This was and I decided that this ball looked so fucking cool in this palette that this, which was the original palette, is the shiny now. I don't care anymore. Fuck it. Okay, now I have to work with this. So the original, you cannot. For context, he is colorblind. I have to tell him the colors. He's not being quirky. He's not being snarky. He's colorblind. Like, actually, I know that. The base is like a green teal kind of shade, you know? It's like a very emerald towards teal towards jade kind of shade. And the bubbles and such are white, cyan, and pink. And the shiny is lime green with yellow with coral. And the base is purple. It's a warm purple. Like, think about the color of a grape, but it's slightly lighter. It's like the color of a grape, but lighter. And this is like, there's nothing this saturated in nature. That's that. I cannot tell you something that's that color because it doesn't exist. Should I make these more exaggerated? We can make this a little bit more exaggerated. I don't think I like it. Because if I try to exaggerate it too much, it's gonna read weird. And if I'm gonna have to animate it later, nope, nope. I'm noping out of there. I don't think it's gonna work for us. What I'm thinking is that these legs are a little bit behind, but I don't want to make them frontal. You know, it's weird. Do I want to define shapes? I don't know. I still don't have confidence in this. I think I'm gonna define the head and leave the body for another moment. So I'm gonna... pencil, please. I'm gonna start reshaping this towards something like that. I want a triangle, but not an actual triangle. You will understand what I mean. Actually, no. I don't have any horse as of now. And that's because I'm very bad at quadrupedals, personally. I think this might be a little bit too thick. So I work very slowly because I'm working on other projects, like my channel point thingies. That's also that's also being worked. And I don't have too much time to work on many things. Because I stream every day and such. And I'm not trying to be like, oh my god, you stream every day, you are so committed. Oh my god, I cannot even anymore. No, it's like, I need to rest sometimes, okay? Not many, but sometimes I just need to put down the pencil and, well, the mouse, and try to think about something else. It's very easy for me. Streaming every day is super easy for me because it's part of my routine. Basically. It's absolutely routine to me. It's something I don't have to think about, It's like, oh, okay, it's time to stream, and I stream. I don't know if I like the shape. I don't know if I adore it. I'm gonna make it work, for sure. It's very workable, but I don't know if it's perfect. But that's something that I can adjust later on with a little bit of shading, personally. So I'm not gonna bother too much right now. I think this is fine for now, basically. I'm gonna adjust the rest of the face. Oh, you don't see the whole vision. You don't see the whole vision. You think you see the vision. You are not seeing the whole vision. But? But what? Not the high noon. Right now I'm looking at a reference picture because I'm basing this one in a completely different kind of animal. And I think it's like giving. Okay, I'm gonna readjust this to just do something like this, maybe. Okay. Mayhaps. Oh my god, not the scam! I can tell you that they are good games. It is a scam. Like, it is a scam. I'm sorry, you got scammed willingly by Game Freak. Like, Bestie, why? Bestie, why did you do that to yourself? You didn't respect your money. You could have given me the money instead of to Nintendo. I'm joking, by the way. Like, I'm joking. I'm actually joking. Wow, having boyfriend. You're so special. Okay, I'm gonna put a white. I think they are too big, but are they too big? No, they are not boobas. They are not boobas. They are not boobas. They are bubbles. Like this one. What do you mean big natural? See, this is the banter I like in Fakemon Friday. This is kind of the banter I want. What do you mean? They are actually bubbles. They are very family friendly. You don't understand how family friendly this is. It's super family friendly. Yeah, bubble tea is super popular actually. I don't consume too much bubble tea personally. It's expensive. But it's something I like from time to time, you know? I think I want to make the things a little thinner. Maybe they are too skinny now. Let me check this. It's kinda giving, kinda not. I think I'm gonna make this part a little thicker. Also, I'm gonna move this completely. A little bit towards here. And then making this thicker over here. She's thick. She's thick. She's one thick bee. But a slightly skinnier over here. I don't know if I love it. It's kinda giving, but at the same time kinda sashay away, you know what I mean? So I don't really think it's going well, but ooh, that shape is kinda shaping. Too straight. Anyways. Better. Not perfect though. This is misplaced right now, but it's salvageable. So true, bestie. Oh my god. Do you remember the Twitter account from circa 2014, 2015 on Twitter Spain that was called Stopeteros? Oh my god, I just remembered the existence of that account. It went like a flash on my head that it was, oh my god, do you remember Stopeteros? And I was like, oh my god, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the biggest thing here would be, why? No, this got broken. Literally, too much tarot, bestie. No, I cannot accept those levels of tarot. That's not the solution. Of course. They didn't give me the solution. I can be for like 10 more minutes at tops. You know what's the worst part? I think I like this. Oh my god, which card? I need to know. I am legally obligated to know. Okay? Literally legally obligated. You cannot not tell me. Oh. Let's remind that Kumacho, thank you for everything. Anyways. Bye. Bye, Kumacho. Why is the moon on fire? It's in space. That's illogical. Honey, no. You cannot do that because the moon is on space. And fire needs oxygen to exist, to combust. And in space, there's no oxygen, as everyone should know. Like, that makes no scientific sense. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god. It's so illogical. Anyways. Excuse me. Don't call me out on my own household, okay? I mean, yeah. I know my creature has like 6 legs. It's slaying. So who is winning? It's literally slaying. So who is winning? Skinny legs. So I'm actually absolutely trying to improve as my quadrupedals. I'm looking at so many references, guys. Literally looking at so many things. And it's like, why are you looking at quadrupedal references? Your thing has 6 legs. Shut up. Okay? I understand. It's appreciated, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yes. Doesn't it make sense? More legs, more improvement. Obviously. No, because that's not the same kind of legs. It's not the same. That would be like arthropod legs. That's not what I'm looking for. I understand your suggestion, but it's not the kind of reference I'm looking for, okay? Do you want a horse? Go play Uma Musume. Literally. I don't need to draw a horse ever again. That game did everything that needed to be done with that animal. It's fine. Actually, I'm gonna try to make it slightly skinnier over here. And slightly thicker over here. Yeah, personally, same. Because I, at a personal level, cannot support gachas. Gacha game, not for me, honey. The only game with gacha that I support is Holocure. And it's because the gacha is not a real money gacha. It's literally a in-game money gacha to get characters and skins for the characters. And you have enough money to get everything quick enough. Probably not the skins, but the characters, absolutely. You can get every character without spending too much in-game money. You don't even need to spend real money. You cannot even spend real money. Like, the game doesn't take your money. That's why I can support this gacha. It gives you the high without without any money. Wow, stop spilling the tea! I mean, if you want to, give me your money. If you want to, you can. I have a coffee. I have a throne. I have subs. I have Twitch subs. You can see my incentives. My incentives are right here. But it's a joke. You don't have to give me your money. It's a joke. Please, it's a joke. You are never required, or I would say incentivized, but you are incentivized to give me your money with the incentives. That's what the name implies. But you are never required to do anything like that. I'm just being silly quirky. No, I cannot spill the tea because I already drank it. The tea is in my stomach. You can also put this. So, see? Here you can see everything that I have. There's a limit of platforms you can put on there, on Twitch links, so that's why there's not everything. That again is totally and absolutely optional. I would never unironically say like, why are you not giving me money? If I'm saying something like that, I will make abundantly clear that I'm joking and you are not required to give me money in any way, shape, or form. Your attention is more than what I could possibly ask of you. And that's the real talk here, okay? Why am I eating with these legs? Why is it so good? Why is it so cunty? Love it. Anyways, let's save this for now. It doesn't have a name, so it's gonna be SOM2. And I'm gonna end stream because I have to make dinner in less than 10 minutes because I'm stupid and I started working too much. Excuse me. So yeah, thanks for staying. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I will continue this next week, or I don't know. Maybe I will even open at some other world. I think I know where to go. I think I know where we're going.